We do, don't
Rage.
we?
Partly the rage. The giddy rage. Do you have giddy rage sometimes?
Giddy rage. I think sometimes. Have you ever seen my random thoughts by Holly on Friday that I've been doing? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you them. Well, I realized that I need a platform that you could see because I'm so, I think, hilarious. Mm-hmm. So I've been doing these 5-minute random thoughts with Holly, and Nate did one. Oh, I'm going to tag you. Yes. And I realized that majority of my 3 people in my fan club think I'm like drunk all the time. That's just who we are. We're just giddy, funny, silly, having a great time. And I am so flippin' pumped because Holidays is on its way.
Yes, November 5th.
It's almost here. Yeah, it's almost here. Mm-hmm. And I have some like really humongous great news that I cannot wait to share with you.
Humongous great news.
Humongous. Big, gigantic. Well, we got this great killer band. Mm-hmm. Just like 5 minutes ago, I found out they're called Coyote Riot. I'm going to get t-shirts that just say Coyote Riot because that's so cool sounding. Mm-hmm. And Lizzie Benner from Thief Hallow, which is this really cool restaurant on the south side, is going to be doing a cocktail demonstration.
Well, they have a great brewery there, don't
Yes, they do.
Yes. I've had them in the studio. They're a great bunch.
You have?
Yes. We can have them back. Tell them to come in and we'll promote Holidays.
Are you kidding? I'm so excited.
They're going to do a cocktail demonstration.
They're going to do a cocktail demonstration. That's right.
You didn't even borrow one. I know that.
Wait a minute. I brought you t-shirts tonight. I should have brought you the wine that I had put to the side next time.
Next time. Well, bring whatever you need to do. We'll pump Holidays.
We're going. Okay, so I'm so excited about our collaboration with Thief Hallow. But what I wanted to talk about was this show that I've brought up on the show before is called Born This Way. Mm-hmm. It's on A&E. And it's a show that follows 6 Down syndrome adults.
And they have they were nominated and have won some Emmys already.
Girl, they won. Yeah. Oh my gosh. They broke the glass ceiling for our children. Now, of course, there's always the naysayers and the people that write me and say, well, these children or these adults are incredibly articulate on the show. And so something happened when I was in California. These kids are like to the fact that they're not representing everyone.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Simmer me down. Okay.
Wait,
so I'm in LA.
I have a child who has.
I know.
Yes, and I would not begrudge other families whose children are at different rates of abilities and be like, what about my kid? Or what about kids like I mean, like
right? But it's coming. Okay, so this is what somebody told me when I was in LA. I was in our homeland, Patty. For 10 days I ran away.
Your homeland. This is mine. I love Chicago.
Sorry, Chicagoans.
You like the sunshine.
I
seasons.
Do. Okay, you can have them. I like ocean. Sorry, Kelly Peeps. She said it, not me.
They're from other places.
They're from California.
They're not from California. That's why they all drive badly.
That was a nightmare.
The worst drivers in the country have all gone to Cali.
That was a nightmare. That's a nightmare, seriously. Okay, so I'm at this party, and this woman came up to me, and she said, what are you working on? Because I know you usually have 100 projects. And I told her about all the fun things that I'm doing and we're doing together. And she said, Holly, you are breaking glass ceilings. And I said, I love that. What does that mean? And then when she explained it to me, I thought, Patty, the hard part sometimes is I'd like to include everybody with me when the ceiling shatters. And she said, Hal, maybe the world's not ready for everyone. We have to do one ceiling at a time.
Right.
So that made me think, which, I hate to do is think. And it made me realize that this show Born This Way broke a gigantic ceiling. It showed the world that our children, all of our children, are worthy of so much more. And it made us laugh and cry. But now it's not. Now we're ready for the next ceiling to break.
And there's a sitcom coming out on ABC called Speechless.
Could be hilarious. Could be frightening. Yeah.
Well, it stars Holly. It stars Minnie Driver.
Right.
And it looks like it was funny because I was watching some of the promos.
Yeah.
And it's very familiar.
Oh, good.
Very, very familiar stuff. Yeah.
It was pretty funny. They had something like he's speaking for you, or he's got an aide or a paraprofessional.
Yes, they have someone reading for him. And he's like typing out, I hate this woman's voice.
I know, right? So that's the part of what we want now. That's next, which is reality. And that is like showing the face of your son. And, we'll talk about that. I know sometimes you don't want to, but I mean, putting a face on our everyday reality, And we're working now. This is really cool. I Am Who I Am just started to collaborate with this incredible foundation called, it's not a foundation, it's a company called the Garden Center Family Services.
Okay.
And then they are the next step in the life. They're the ones who help those who've aged out. So at 22 years old, when you're like, oh my gosh, now what do we do? They provide housing. They provide days planning where they do services at their center. I went in and met 30 of their adults. I fell madly in love with majority of all of them, and I brought a friend with me, and she lit up like a Christmas tree, and we got into the car, and I said, Sean, what made you? She goes, they're so real. I said, dear Lord, they're people.
What does that mean, they're so
they're
real?
people. There's no filter, and that's
Yes.
what I think
I see what you mean.
we want to show.
Right.
That so Garden Family Center Services is
where is Garden Center Family Services?
it's at 104th in Kedzie. If anybody's interested in learning more about them, again, they have day programs for these adults. They have housing. They will teach them training to get a job. And you know what it's all wrapped around? Respect.
Right.
Something that a lot of us moms and dads forget that our children have to work really hard at. Getting friends, a community, and respect.
They shouldn't have to work at getting respect. People should work at being respectful.
Good point. Should we start that right now on tonight's show? Please.
I don't know. And we've talked about this before. And I think you've described it as the puppy dog stage, where our kids are cute and people love a child with a disability and say really sweet, kind things.
Right.
And as they get older, they're adults who are just weird to them.
Absolutely.
And because Declan will stop at a fence in the neighborhood and rock back and forth because he likes the pattern in the leaves of the trees or the way the chain link fence looks from side to side. And the people kind of look up and they acknowledge and they seem cool with it.
Right.
But I imagine what's it going to be like when he's 20 or 30, this dude standing at their fence rocking back and forth.
Right. That's why I'm saying it's got to be in the face. You've got to meet your son and realize that he's human and he's got these great qualities, and through respect, learn about him, engage with him. And every time we do that segment, I get emails from people saying, thank you so much for addressing that puppy dog syndrome. The ones that come up to Nate and say, will you date me? Yeah, he will. He's 13. But they don't mean it. They're doing it because they think it's the right thing to say. And they think he's so adorable. And I always say, what will happen when he's in puberty and he's not so adorable and he's just a kid? Right. We have to stop that. We have to start to engage and talk to people and get to know them, which is my number one preach. Ask me a question. Just say something. When I was at the garden center, all these adults wanted to do was to talk and to engage and to tell me about their day. How simplistic is that? Right. And we miss that every flipping day of our life. I was in the lobby just now, and I was watching people come in and out of the building, making no eye contact with anybody and making sure they had their head down. And I thought, how simple would it be if they just kind of said hello? Right.
It's funny that you say that because there's a difference. I guess everybody has a sort of different threshold of engaging with strangers. Because I was just talking yesterday. Well, I was talking more about guys saying hi to women. Right. And then that weird sort of expectation. If I say hi back, is that an invitation to flirt with me? And if I don't say hi, am I then being a mean person? So there's so many different dynamics to it.
Wow, but I think it's like how you say hi.
Say hi.
Yeah, I do. Well, I think it's just I don't think there's any thought behind it for someone like me. Right. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, of course they'll say hi to me because I'm nice, and I would never think that they were gonna flirt because I'm just being me.
So have you ever said hi to somebody and then it turns into something like, oh, I wish I hadn't responded? Or is every single time you said hi has ended well?
I have never wished I didn't respond, ever. Good or bad, because it taught me something. And men, but men out there, why are you not flirting with me is what I want to know. Like, wait a minute.
They are.
Wait a minute.
They are flirting with you.
Maybe I'm not noticing it. Maybe I'm in the middle of a hot flash or something and I don't notice it.
They're flirting with you.
No, they are not.
They're so funny.
No, people will say things, men will say like, oh, I like your style, or I like, wow, I like, you have so much, or someone today.
That's flirting at all?
No, they like my style. And someone said today I have beautiful eyes.
Did a man say that to you?
Yes.
Why don't you think that's flirting?
Well, he kept on walking. I mean, it wasn't like, it's a compliment.
Okay.
What's the difference between compliment and flirting?
I think the compliments are often flirting.
Well, then bring it, everyone. You can compliment me and flirt with me all you'd like.
Flirt the bejesus out of me. We are hanging out with Holly Simon, who is the executive director of I Am Who I Am. She has Holidays coming up on November 5th at the Beverly Arts Center. It's a great evening of, and by the way, what a great place to do all of your holiday shopping. Because there's art, there is jewelry and clothing and purses and all local artisans, right. Really great items.
And not to mention the gallery of the children's faces, which I think is so important. And this year, we've made it so reasonable to walk in the door, $10 donation, that I hope our entire community of children and adults come and mingle.
Right.
I remember when Mike Parker came one year, and he turned to me, he goes, "This is a revelation." And I thought, where you been? Wait a minute. Where you been?
Well, we know where you all will be on November 5th at Beverly Arts Center.
Yeah.
And the website they can go to find out more.
www.iam-whoiam.com. Any questions, contact me, Holly, at iam-whoiam.com.
More with Holly in just a moment on Pretty Late with Patti Vasquez, 720 WGN.